Solidarity, everybody. Today we celebrate the fact that we're not alone. We're not individuals. We're part of a movement that has spread back over generations in this country. From Tolpuddle to the suffragettes, from Peterloo to the Chartists to the early trade unionists, with the miners' strike and the general strike and all the battles that have been in between. We've marched together, and people that have marched with us over the years are now gone. And we're part of an international movement. We're part of an international movement that says we're not alone and the world can be a better place. We can dream here today together in the sun that we don't have to be in a situation where people's living standards are worse than they were 40 years ago. When the trade union movement, which once stood at more than 13 million people, now stands at 6. Where we have better protections at work, better houses to live in, and better public services. We're part of a movement that can do something about it. And so over the next period, we have got to come together once again, because unless we achieve sectoral collective bargaining and the right to take solidarity strike action in defence of one another, we risk becoming a memory, a footnote in history. Because what's happened to us has happened to workers right across developed economies. We've had 40 years of the market ruling over our lives. We've had 40 years of neoliberalism and globalisation. And that's given us wars right across the world. It's taken away all of our industry and offshored it. It's sold off all of our national assets and our national wealth. It outsourced what we had left. And by doing so, it didn't just rip industry and work out of our communities, it also took away us, the labour movement. And people left behind, their experience of life is insecure and chaotic. No secure employment, no secure housing, no support from public services. They feel alienated. They don't trust the political elites, whether they've been conservative or Labour. They've followed the same economic policies that have seen us impoverished. So it's no wonder they're angry. They're alienated, but it wasn't the populist right that created that chaos and alienation, but it's them who are capitalising on it. And if we're going to bring people back together, you've got to put the trade unions back where they belong, in the communities. The answer to chaos and disunity and disorganisation in the trade union movement is organisation and unity and solidarity. That's what we do. So put us back in there. What we need is an organised society, not a chaotic society. That means a strategic role for the state, taxing the corporations and the wealthy, investing in our infrastructure, in manufacturing and in jobs, put back the industry and the work that gave rise to our movement, and give us sectoral collective bargaining and put us back too. And we will do our job. We'll bring people together in unity and in solidarity, arguing and campaigning for their interests at work as workers. So we must remind ourselves, what do we stand for? We want jobs that people can bring up a family with. We want housing for people of our class. We want an health service that's going to look after us when we're sick. We want pensions so that we can retire in dignity. And we want a world that lives in peace. That's why we're for workers' rights. That's why we're against war. That's why we're for solidarity. That's why we're against disunity. So let's remember, those who've fallen, we stand on their shoulders, we remember the dead, and we fight for the living. Solidarity!